So I made a perfectly good movie earlier today, a nice video, and then I deleted it and lost it, and it was pretty annoying. But I started off by talking about how this motorcycle is still the most beautiful bike I've ever seen. It's just gorgeous. Look at those wheels. Look at those black wheels. And I talked about 1%ers, and I talked about whether this is the best motorcycle, or maybe it's just the best motorcycle right now. I've been thinking about looking at the Yamaha Tenere, or possibly the Africa Twin. But, you know, come on, man. I mean, I really like this bike, you know that. So, anyway, it was a great video. Sorry you missed it. Such a dummy to have deleted it, and then I couldn't find it in the recycle bin. I couldn't undelete it. I tried Control Z, I tried checking my recycle bin, but I guess because I deleted it directly off the camera, there's no recovery. Seems strange. But anyway, I was riding around and it was hot, and I passed some, you know, Harley guy with his rocker on his leather vest and waved to him, and he just looked at me like I was, I don't know what. I was talking about these 1%ers, and I have a friend who I was on a long trip with him to Kentucky, and we were riding home, and this is when I had my Harley Street Glide, and we're on our way home, and I had my Harley Owners Group from Danbury, Connecticut vest on, and I was leading, and we just passed, you know, a group of bikers. They were in the slow lane, maybe 12 of them, staggered formation. I didn't think anything about it. I just passed them, and then my buddy came flying up to me, and I guess it was at the next stop. He was like, "What the hell are you doing? We could have been killed." And I'm like, "What?" And it's like, no, you can't pass those guys if you have a rocker on your back that claims some territory that they think is theirs. And it's like, what in the world? So anyway, today when I passed this guy, he gave me dirty looks, and it's like, dude, I'm just an old guy in a t-shirt on a Honda, you know. No need to worry. It's all gonna be fine. So there was that, and and I got laid off my job. They eliminated my job. Lovely. On Friday, no warning, very little severance. So I'm gonna have some time on my hand, maybe time on my hands to maybe do some more videos. I gotta find another job though. I gotta work for a few more years. It's too soon for me to retire. I'd love to retire. So there's that news, that bit of news, and I've been working on, well, still got this oil in my eye, so my left eye is still blurry. But seeing the doctor about that this week, and then hopefully get that taken out, and then my eye issues will be over, and my ACL and my knees repaired, and man, I'm like the $6 million man, you know, if I don't crash this bike. So things are good, buddy. Things are pretty good. You know, the job sucks because I really like that job. It was really a good fit, and I was doing a good job. But these companies, you know, they do these reorgs, and they said it had nothing to do with my performance. But they just, you know, somebody up top says we got to reduce headcount. And so they just chop people off. It's like, okay. Meanwhile, I was out there making money for them. I was on the road like 5 of the last 7 weeks, generating income. They put a year into training me. I know all about their software. I'm finally out there making money for them, and they eliminate my position. So I don't know. Something else will come of it. And meanwhile, I get to ride this baby and still dream about other bikes. They say the Yamaha Tenere, the Super 10, as it is called, they say the engine's kind of characterless, but I mean, it's got close to 100 horsepower. The bike only weighs something like 550 pounds. This thing is like 720 pounds with 80 horsepower, and it's smooth, and that's what I want. I want smooth. I don't need this thing to rip my arms off. I just don't. So and then the longer travel, like this thing is still harsh on the bumps. It really is. I softened up the rear suspension all the way to 4, which is as soft as it'll go. And then it was funny, I had my wife on the back, and I found out that the tool, I bought the tool that'll let me loosen up the suspension, and I can loosen it without removing the bag, but I couldn't then tighten it back up. But I put my wife on the back of the bike last weekend. We went for a ride, and the suspension was all the way down to 4, and I was like, oh, we're gonna bottom out, but we didn't. It was nice and soft and cushy. We didn't come close to bottoming out. So that tells you how stiff the suspension on this thing is. So anyway, that's pretty much the news. I'm just putting the bike away now, back in our little closet, because they won't let me park a bike at our condo. So I'm gonna close this out and say bye for now.